Yo, what is up guys? Sandeep the Grey here. In this video I give you guys some of my thoughts on the new sniper changes while doing a live commentary. We are using the Line Beyond and this vacancy that I just picked up. It's really good rangefinder, max stability, swap. So this isn't really scripted. I just pour my thoughts out to you guys, and basically, like, to recap what they did on September 8th is that they, number one, they reduced, like, the ADS speed, and, like, they further reduced it. So basically, if before, like, if you had quick draw, like, it would, like, this basically negates quick draw. And there's, let's see, deflection is a much bigger thing. If someone shoots you, your aim's gonna go haywire. Your aim's just gonna point upwards, and it's like, no one's shooting me right here with a with that guy. See, that guy shot me with a primary is what he should have done. He, like, I missed my shot because of him. And, like, you'll find that sniping people who aren't, like, shooting you with a primary, it's gonna be just the same. But people who are, like, like, it's really easy to flinch that guy. Like, I could have hit a headshot on that guy, but because he, like, auto-rifled the crap out of me, like, I was able to just, like, I missed. Because, like, of that flinch, like, they increased it from 30 to 50%, and, like, every time it gets, like, the damage, it accelerates even faster. So, like, flinching is, you can actually, like, primary a sniper, and you can, like, kill him, so, like, that just rewards, like, the speed. And that's gonna be, like, you gotta learn to adapt with that, and, a lot of people, like, they've been complaining, like, the world ended. And, no, it did not end. Yeah, sniping, became a bit difficult, but it's, like, it's still, like, in essence, it's still sniping. Like, close quarter sniping is gonna be, like, a bit difficult. And, like, basically, there are a lot of adaptations you can make. Like, number one, like, this is what, like, was very detrimental to me. Do not go for drag scopes. Like, just do not. Like, there's, like, with flinch, like, the reduction of aim assist on longbow and LDR, it's just not viable, like, going for drag scopes anymore. So, number one, don't drag scope. Be a bit more stationary. And don't be too aggressive with your sniper when, like, they're, like, when a person has a primary out. If he has a shotgun out, beautiful. Like, if he has a hand cannon or a scout rifle, that's what you should be afraid of. Like, even a Havoc Pigeon, it won't flinch you as hard as, like, say, like, a Doctrine would. And, you can also, like, there are other adjustments you can make to your gameplay. Like, say, aim for, like, this guy's, like, shoulder if he's trying to snipe you. He was shoulder charging me, but say he had a hand cannon out, and I aimed for, like, his chest instead of, like, I aimed for his chest instead of his head. When he shot me, like, my aim would be pulled up to his head, and then, like, I can try doing that. I've done that to a couple of guys here. Let me just steal this special. So basically, like, adjust your aim so it goes to the chest, not to the freaking, not to the head. And you can also, like, just, like, when someone's shooting you, just the best option, don't stick it out, try going for that snipe. Just, try, what? Okay, fine, just try, just descope and then rescope, like, try quick scoping the guy again, because, like, the longer you're in your sight, the more flinch you're gonna take, the more, like, the more your aim's gonna be messed up. So, like, you're aiming at a person, right, and he shoots you, and then you just descope and then rescope again, and, like, you gotta play cat and mouse much more, like, evacuate. I'm gonna throw a tether here, they're gonna I'll take it, it's worth it, I guess. I didn't expect them to, Fist of Havoc, I didn't expect the Fist of Havoc to actually, like, hit me, but, yeah. So, like, it's a lot of cat and mouse. You gotta be, like, you gotta play mind games, you gotta predict your enemy's movements, you gotta predict what they're gonna do. If, like, if they shoot you, just back out. It's, like, because before you can even realize it, like, primaries are the new snipers, man. Also, by the way, a little tip with the Line Beyond, you can shoot those explosive boxes to get the master perk. And, like, kill supers. Yeah, Line Beyond can still kill supers, by the way. I'm not really the best, I'm not really expert with the Line Beyond. It's a fun gun. Like, they didn't, you can still kill supers with it, which is why I'm using it right now. Pro tip, guys, there is one sniper that can still like reliably kill supers. That is the hunter exclusive sniper, the Still Piercer. It does 199 damage to like blade dancers with 7 armor, while 1k stare does 194. Yeah, that 5 different damage, like, what do you call it? I actually tested out with a friend of mine, Death by Cheese, and we did confirm it. Like, you know, when you have 7 armor, a 1k stare cannot kill an opponent, but a Still Piercer can. And also a Zen Meteor, which, like, you know, has impact of a Black Spindle, that too can't kill a person in super, because it has explosive rounds, so like, you know, so there's it does less damage. And Black Spindle and Aphrodite Spear can, and so can the Black Hammer. But yeah, the only year 2 gun, the only year 2 gun currently is the Black Spindle. Excuse me for using this heavy. I don't know, man. I'm too scrubby at this game now. I need heavy to win. Yeah, so basically you gotta play cat and mouse a lot more. Use your grenades and use all your abilities, man. You know, you gotta throw your smoke and then, like, you know, lure people in. It's okay. You gotta lure people in. Don't just use your sniper as a primary. You check a doorway, you check a hard scope, you check where, like, you know, people usually have traffic, and then you just, like, you know, switch to a primary. And in the case of a No Line Beyond, like, I suggest using a fusion rifle if you, like, you know, if you're good with them, like, you know, or practice get good with them. They cover short range and medium range quite efficiently, and then you can use your No Line Beyond as a traditional sniper. And yeah, just also feel free to experiment. Like, you know, before I used to before the April update, I used to always run around with the 1,000 yard stare. And I had an absolute god roll. It had quick draw. It has quick draw. It has hidden hand. It has hidden hand, army of one, and short gaze. That is a killer roll. But I didn't use it because longbow was just infinitely better because of the aim assist. And my longbow had pretty garbage perks too. But yeah, now I'm going back to my 1k stare. And, like, you know, I'm just experimenting. Like, you know, I'm using the No Line Beyond, which I usually don't. I'm using, like, you know, I used the Still Piercer, which I usually don't, and I found out I could kill supers. Zen Meteor, it cannot. I've tested it, and, like, you know, other snipers, patience time is pretty shitty. I don't know why I tried using it. And yeah, and also if you have 7 armor, and this is 7 armor. Oh, this is 1 armor. This is 7 armor. If you don't have this much armor, you can still get, like, you know, sniped in the head. And no one has killed me yet. That's pretty it's pretty sad. No, I'm not in the lead. Let's fix that real quick, boys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this live commentary. Please, like, you know, like it, subscribe, give it a rating. Tell me, like, you know, tell me what you think of my commentating, my, like, you know, me playing the game and trying to, like, you know, manage my thoughts. Ironically, right? When I'm filming like, say, when I'm recording intro, I stutter a whole bunch. I don't know why. I stutter a whole bunch. When I'm, like, you know, live right now commentating, and on my Twitch too, like, I barely stutter. I don't know what's wrong. Like, you know, maybe my brain's just too lazy to stutter or something. I'm just, like, you know, playing the game and, like, trying to get my thoughts into one place. I just, like, you know, my brain's like, oh man, screw it. Like, you know, let's not mess with this day any more than he needs to. And yeah, let's finish this game out and we can call it a day. Pretty nice quick scope, and, like, you know, you gotta be faster. Take your shot, like, you know, take your shot and just switch to your other weapons. And that guy really flinched me with the Havoc Pigeon. Yeah, that's a last word is really viable. Like, you know, now, like, all the guns are really viable. One thing they could do to, like, you know, fix that is, like, you know, make you flinch based on how much, like, you know, what weapon, like, shoots you, and, like, you know, how far away it shoots you from. Because I can flinch guys super easily when I'm using a last word. And like, I can do it from, like, a mile away, which isn't really right, and, like, you know, they should really address that later on in, like, another patch. another thing, like, this is a time for testing, guys. Like, use a bunch of different loadouts, lots of different builds. Just experiment with the game, have fun. Oh my god, I went negative, my god. Yeah, so we didn't do that well, but yeah. This is like my first time trying to like live commentate. And by the way, on the last word, I don't have the last word on me right now, but if you go for a high caliber round, it's a perfect balance. It adds more range, so the last word is much more crispier. And I find that, like, I don't find myself, like, I tap it much more instead of, I don't let, like, auto, like, I don't let it, like, go in full auto, because, like, it's just inaccurate when you're, like, when you're not tapping the last word. And with high caliber rounds, like, it kind of forces you to tap it, so, like, you get used to tapping it, and, like, you can consistently, like, kill people better with the last word. So I recommend you guys to give high caliber rounds a try. And yeah, this is gonna wrap up this video. We used an Line Beyond Vacancy with our Night Stalker. If you guys like this video, please give it a like. Share it with, I don't know, your friend, your girlfriend, your mom, your dad. Subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.